Why aren't you helping? It requires your immediate attention. Once again, this is a very serious situation. Instructions. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. There was no emergency. I was simply evaluating your ability to respond and react to a stressful situation. That's my job. I'm here to help you. So, do you really want to try this again? You've been at this for far too long. And, for some reason, you seem really stressed out. Your answers from the questionnaire, somewhat reassuring, but I'm concerned you're becoming further detached from reality. Do you at least remember how this all works? Very impressive. This is all a very good sign. Just step inside. Relax. You always respond well to that memory. It was from a better time in your life, before the endless hours of hard to question all the choices you've made. But perhaps things are different now. Are you ready to continue? I hope you have the mental fortitude to remember what happens next. Something very meaningful had occurred. Your office. You were always there. Late at night.
Okay, the blue burger,
You
the blue
seem to be
butterfly,
making
and the other
connections
one.
to your past. I'm glad you haven't completely lost your mind.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Is that bit any better?
Now let's continue with this train of thought and see where it takes you.
Oh, the game volume. Alright, I'll fix it. Do you want to quit? Yeah, I'll restart the game. No point in... I wasn't that far into it. Main menu. It's taking its precious time. Restart. Okay, I edit the volume? Oh shit. I can't edit the volume. Oh shit. I guess. Sorry, mate. It won't let me edit.
Why aren't you helping? This is an emergency, life or death situation that requires your immediate attention. Once again, this is a very serious situation. Please activate the terminal in front of you. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. There was no emergency. I was simply evaluating your ability to respond and react to a stressful situation. That's my job. I'm here to help you. So, do you really want to try this again? You've been at this for far too long. And, for some reason, you seem really stressed out. Your answers from the questionnaire, somewhat reassuring, but I'm concerned you're becoming further detached from reality. Do you at least remember how this all works? Very impressive. This is all a very good sign. Just step inside. Relax.
Very beautiful graphics.
You always respond well to that memory. It was from a better time in your life, before the endless hours of hard work and regret that destroyed your self-worth and forced you to question all the choices you've made. But perhaps things are different now. Are you ready to continue? I hope you have the mental fortitude to remember what happens next. Something very meaningful had occurred. Your office. You were always there. Late at night.
Alright, I looked at that and it told me, remember when she saw the blue butterfly.
You seem to be making connections to your past. I'm glad you haven't completely lost your mind. Now let's continue with this train of thought and see where it takes you.
Alright, there's the blue butterfly I was talking about. I can't look away.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, yeah.
Why aren't you helping? This is an emergency, life or death situation that requires your immediate attention. Please activate the terminal in front of you and follow the instructions. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. There was no emergency. I was simply evaluating your ability to respond and react to a stressful situation. That's my job. I'm here to help you. So where should we begin? What do you remember? To be honest, I'm a little concerned about your current mental state. Your answers from the questionnaire, well, odd. Do you at least remember how this all works? Does this place look familiar? This is your home, where you live with your wife?
Hey, me again. It's about 5:15. I just tried you at the office, but you didn't answer. Listen, you need to be careful. Your theory is based on initial assumptions that may not be accurate. You could hurt yourself. Also, we need to talk about 558F. You know, I can't just sit here and watch time go by. Get back to me. Hey, me again. It's about 5:15.
This is all happening too fast. Not like before. We don't want you to end up like... Never mind what I said. It's important that you remain calm and follow any memory you can at this point.
So something's happening at the office. That's
Always coming back to the office. So many problems you've created.
Oh, that's
If
beautiful.
only you had more time.
Time. Can I like look at the clock? Oh, I can look at the clock.
That must be possible. We can force ourselves to deliberately forget.
Through EEG measurements, we should be able to capture the exact moment when the memory is inhibited. That is when degradation is imposed. The inhibition of memory uses our active memories.
10:21 a.m. Please. Please come home. Where are you?
Something very strange happened while you were in there. Sometimes success requires an exponential number of failures. Do the math. You'll see. Never mind. I'll do the math. One moment. So I did the math, and I was right. Moving on.
There's a room over there I didn't notice at first. How am I supposed to get back there?
The hippocampus is critical only for recent memories, but not for older ones. Over time, the hippocampus teaches the surrounding brain, the cortex, how to represent a memory. An alternative theory accounts for these discrepancies by
Let me go check out the house again. See if there's something there I missed. It's not the house.
Please, don't make things worse.
I think there's a clock in there in the office. I can look at the clock and it speeds up time. Let's see what happens to this one. What if I look at the butterfly again? Oh, nothing. Let's see the clock. Oh shit. And the short again. Oh, I got a flashlight now. Yeet. Yeah, I got a flashlight.
Access to this part of your memory is not permitted. Don't be angry. It's all part of your design. You're not ready. Trust me.
Have I still got the flashlight? Oh, it just comes on. I don't have to hit a button to do it. Terminal. Alright, she shut down. Should just sketch. I can shut down. Oh shit. I got weirded out when I did that. Let's see if I can shut it down.
Sometimes I get concerned that false memories are being planted in your mind. What are you doing? There's nothing back here of any interest. Please be careful. Nobody knows exactly what that control panel does. I think it's mislabeled. Wait. Please stop.
I was just about to tell you something very important. Please. Why are you doing this? Give me your answer, She never understood why you couldn't. Never
I've
mind.
been waiting for you.
Ignore what I said.
This is the end.
Just
The end
relax.
you've chosen you can
You've
unsolve.
never been good at relaxing.
Everything you've seen is a version of the truth. A semblance of the past.
She never understood why you couldn't. Never mind. Ignore what I said. Just
What are you chasing?
relax.
You
You've
can never
been
come
good at
back.
relaxing.
Nobody comes back. You can never come back. This is the end. Nobody comes back. Chasing chosen. You can never come back.
Sometimes I think sometimes I false starts.
You can never come back. Come home.
Why aren't you helping? This is an emergency.
Life or death situation that requires your immediate attention.
Once again, this is a very serious situation.
Please activate the terminal in front of you and follow the instructions. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you.
There was no emergency.
I was simply evaluating your ability to respond and react to a stressful situation. That's my job. I'm here to help you.
So, do you really want to try this again? You've been at this for far too long.
And for some reason, you seem really stressed out.
Your answers from the questionnaire suggest you may not understand them.
Questions.
Do you at least remember how this all works?
Before you continue, you should know, this memory appears to be corrupt and unstable. You can enter, but there's no guarantee you'll be able to return. I assure you, however, there are answers inside. In 6 seconds, the field containment will collapse, and the memory will be lost forever. You must decide now. This memory has been corrupted and is no longer accessible. You've made your choice.
You are doing so much better than
Before.
You always wanted to be right. Was it worth it?
Sometimes I get concerned
that false memories
are being planted in your mind.
Let's get back to the job at
hand.
Let's get back to the job at
hand.
I am not indicating the proper
Credentials for you to be back here.
Please, get out. Please be careful.
Nobody knows exactly what that control panel does.
I think it's mislabeled.
Yep, it's definitely mislabeled.
What did you think was going to happen?
You should be more careful.
Imagine what would happen.
Happen if I wasn't here to guide you.
This memory has been corrupted and is no longer accessible.
Perhaps I should give you another psychological survey.
What do you think of that?
Your work here,
It's not done.
The hippocampus is critical only for recent memories, but not for older ones. Over time, the hippocampus teaches the surrounding brain, the cortex, how to represent a memory. An alternative theory accounts for these discrepancies by proposing that the hippocampus selectively stores one type of memory, episodic, while the surrounding cortex stores another, semantic. In the window layer, it would be re-recording. It would be a copy of remembered, and now this is another copy. And now is simply another copy. Many times in both the hippocampus and the cortex. All of those cortical copies generate a new semantic. In theory, if you were to store these memories, it would be possible to preserve their integrity.
This is the first hard game stream I've done in a while.
The memories were accurate to begin with.
I did something. What did I look at? Oh, the energy. I guess it's not what I looked at. I looked at something else, because you can't look at the same thing twice. Semblance. Let's change the time real quick, see what we get.
And it must be possible. We can force ourselves to deliberately forget.
Through EEG measurements, we should be able to capture the exact moment when the memory is inhibited. That is when the degradation is imposed. The inhibition of memory uses our active memories, but the information of the clock.
Oh, I did something.
Let's get back to the job at hand.
Sometimes repressed memories are the
Most significant.
I'm gonna go back to the house and see what that does.
I think you and I remember things differently.
What's up, Corbin? Playing a horror game. And I don't know what this crazy bitch is gonna do. Oh no, she ain't. This crazy bitch ain't gonna do nothing. Never mind. Who is she? I don't know how to end this game.
So, do you really want to try this again?
You've been at this for far too long. And for some reason, you seem really stressed out. Very
If I can
concerned.
turn that voice off again. Nope. Gotta listen to the psycho bitch talk to me. Oh, it's alright, it's alright. I wish I could turn down the graphics. But, like, this is literally, sorry. The only settings it gives me is inverted controls. Like, the main menu just leads you back to the beginning of the game. If I go here, maybe that's new. That forward lane on the over there.
I've been waiting for you. This is the end. The end you've chosen for yourself. It might have been different had you taken another path. But here you are. How does it feel? Isn't this what you've always wanted?
I'll try to look down a little more for you.
You'll get another chance.
It does.
Depending on what you believe.
One reason I like this game is because I can go back into it after the one part of it's done. So yeah, I can continue the game. Even though I've got that ending down, it can still go on.
If you're feeling confused, that's completely normal.
Oh yeah, correct menu.
Let's take this one step at a time.
Sometimes repressed memories are the most significant.
One here, like one ending, it's so difficult to get. You're supposed to wait right here a few 30 seconds or something like that. I'm watching the elapsed time up there, and that's 30 seconds. And then you're supposed to just run back here, stand by that for 5 seconds. This little piece over
Do
here.
you really think you can undo our past?
Oh shit. No. And then like stare at this bullet hole. But this bitch usually ain't here. It's usually the three that are running around in circles. So what are we looking at? Oh, it's her son. I don't know what to do in this situation. Bye. But like you said, the graphics are really good graphics in this game. Oh, that's another one of them. First row, last one. My screen. It's the one with no, not. I'm confused.
I know you're confused right now. How this all started. There was an accident. Do you remember what happened? It's your fault, you know. But we'll get to that later. Let's get back to the job at hand.
Go to my office. That's not my office. And did you hear me? It's the last one, first row on my screen. Yeah, butterfly. Okay, and then turn the tape on.
Then it must be possible. We can force ourselves to deliberately forget.
Through EEG measurements, we should be able to capture the exact moment when the memory is encrypted. That is when the degradation is imposed. The inhibition of memory uses our access hours.
They really put so much detail into the game to where all these papers and stuff actually have filled out words. They're not just blurred lines and stuff like that. No, it's actually legitimate stuff going on. Real map, everything. I'm hearing footsteps, but it's not when I'm walking. Is it this thing? Freaking fuck out of me though. Sorry, you're only, I forgot, you're 8. Yeah, you know you're 10. I don't need to be cussing. I feel like I'm a bad influence on you.
No, I respond to your actions, but your own memories will drive behavior. So, let's say, for example,
You say, but if it happens someday, they will do that.
okay, then. Sometimes I get concerned that false memories are being planted in your mind.
Yep.
Okay, I'll be in the back office. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to fix this problem. No, respond to your actions.
Okay, it's the same thing. Nothing different.
But your own memories will drive behavior.
I did something.
Sometimes repressed memories are the most significant. Sometimes repressed memories are the most significant. There are certain things I can help you with.
But your thoughts and memories are your own.
Don't be angry. It's all part of your design.
You're not ready. Trust me.
Actually, I'm gonna go back out here and I'm gonna go to the
Perhaps I should give you
bridge.
another psychological survey.
What do you think of that?
Yep, she's there, but I'm not going to her. We'll go to the butterfly. I like that. Asked you if you were the devil.
Very impressive. This is all a very good sign. Readings suggest you have a good idea.
I'm gonna try to do this one. You gotta wait like 30 seconds or whatever.
I think you and I remember things differently.
Let's get back to the job at hand.
Yeah, I know you're the only one watching, which kind of upsets me, but I'm probably about to cut it out soon. But hey, at least you're watching. Somebody's watching.
Very impressive. This is
All a very good sign.
But you're still cool, so at least someone's cool is watching me.
Do you really think you can undo our past?
It's supposed to be like a bullet hole or something. Something happened to the son in the story, and it was the character I'm playing as fault, and I don't know what it is, and it's driving me crazy. What if I turn night? Or like the fucking book. No, it's just because regular people aren't as savage as a 10-year-old like you. You're not a normal 10-year-old. You're more savage than one. Yeah, there's pictures of the sun there, and those are actually realistic pictures. I think those are pictures of the Curry of the Game's family. happened to my screen? I'm so confused about what I need to do.
Perhaps I should give you another psychological survey. What do you think of that?
Have you ever heard of a game called Layers of Fear? Oh, that one actually worked this time. It's the other ending.
This is where you might end. Hello, Doctor. I am you. Well, a recording meant of you, of yourself, but through a filter to mask our voice. You've gone too far, and only one thing will now make sense to you. The only way out is to keep going further in.
It looks like I ended the game. There's only 2 endings to it. Well, GG. Oh, well, Corbin, I'm gonna end the stream, mate. I'm glad you joined in at for the last 10 minutes. I don't know how long you've been in here, but thank you for joining in, mate. Hope you have a nice night. Wow. Honestly, let me back out of this game so you ain't gotta listen to it. I'm gonna play Layers of Fear tomorrow night if you want to join in and watch. Layers of Fear is a really scary game for me, at least. But if you want to join in, you can. But anyways, I'm gonna end the stream.